I mean, all my guys are stocked up on items. That'll make my force better. Here you go. I see his force here. All I'm going to do is harass him. My whole goal is just to harass him. I'm going to start firing off blizzards. My blizzard's 10 times as effective as his. I mean, all his priests are dead right there. There you go. He has to run out. He's all slowed. Just killed himself there. He just committed suicide. And here you go. Now I'll just start harassing him. The best siege for human, you don't build steam tanks. You don't build mortar teams. You just use your Mountain King. Now this has been changed. There you go. His Archmage is in a bad position. He gets jumped. When it comes down to it, all you have to do is analyze what people are doing and how they're doing them, and you'll be able to win. The first thing I did was I laid out my most important spells of Clap and Blizzard to deal as much damage as I can, and let the Griffin splash damage basically clean up everything else. Next, I picked off any heroes that were in bad positions, like that Archmage. I would have done it earlier had there been a hero that was in an even worse position. I don't worry about his units because my mass direct damage will kill off his units faster than if I focus fire. Plus, this way I don't have to worry about all my units chasing after one unit, because if he moves the unit out of the way, no big deal. It doesn't even matter to me. Here you go, this guy tries to come in. Now this works out well for him. I TP out. Don't even care. I'll let Orange finish him up. I don't need to fight. I actually probably could have stayed and beat Orange's force too, just because Blizzard and Clap would have destroyed his riflemen, but there's no reason to risk it, and no reason to get my force hurt at all. I'll rebuild the couple units I lost, go into 90 supply, and run them both over. That's basically how this game ends. So here at 2130, I'm going to speed it up to 2 speed, just because there's not much else left in this game. I think if you really watch how those two battles were fought there, it really goes to show not only how humans are played in free-for-alls, but also how they're played in 1v1s. That's all you do in 1v1s, though you have more spellcasters than Griffins. You just have to well place your blizzards and your stomps, and you'll win every human versus human game in Warcraft 3 right now. That's all you do. And despite the fact that this RD guy, he's still got 1,700 gold, he's trying to rebuild his entire army. I mean, he has so much money because he stayed at the 40 supply limit where he's not being penalized by the upkeep, but his force was worthless. He had no high-level heroes, he had nothing. And steam tanks are going to kill him here. This is going to be kind of funny. Steam tanks. And here you can see my towers are probably at full. I'm working on the 3rd upgrade there, almost at full towers there. So 22 minutes into the game, you know? It may seem like a long time, but this has been a relatively short free-for-all. Most free-for-alls go an hour. This one's about 30 minutes. Alright, I kind of got into a little speech there, yeah. Basically, I'll pause the game here at 22:30. Sorry about that. Just kind of talking about something, kind of got sidetracked there. So we'll pause the game at 22:30 here, and I'll help you guys catch up, and then we'll run it at 2 speed for the rest of the replay. You can see basically at this point I know Orange is going to run over Teal. I'll come in from behind and take out whatever's left, so we'll run right here. At 2 speed for the rest of it. These guys are taking him out. I know he's going to move into his base. I'm getting my final forces together. I'm building my last few Griffins, get them all hooked up, and then I'm going to come in and take out Orange from behind while he's fighting Teal, or Green, because I know Green's going to be reloading his force. There's no reason not to. These things are just very basic. I mean, it's just the way the game works. Here he goes. He sends his steam tanks in first, which is smart because they'll take a lot of hits for him. The rest of his force comes in from behind. It's pretty smart use of steam tanks. And this guy, he's attacking the steam tanks. He's not attacking anything else. And that's just because he sent him in first. That was a smart move on him. But here he is. He's getting reamed from behind. First thing I do, Blizzard, start sending my Mountain King who's behind, so I didn't get a good clap in. But there he goes. Now he's going to clap. He's going to get some militia there. That's going to be real funny. All those militia are dead. And all I do is Blizzard clap. Line those up real well. Let my units do what they do. Keep inner fire on. And if I see something that I really need to dispel, I'll dispel it. You know, here this Archmage runs over here. I'm going to bolt him in about a second with my Mountain King. He actually went invisible. I'll find him, though, with my Paladin there. There he goes. Guy the gem. Always buy gems in free-for-alls. There's no reason not to. And here you go. This kind of made me angry because I got that Infernal Stone, and didn't even get to use it. My opponents were so bad I didn't even get to use it because I controlled the way the free-for-all is played, so I won the game. Here you go. This guy's trying to expand here. He's trying to build a force, but no matter what Orange builds, he won't be able to beat me because my heroes are so much higher level. There's nothing he can do. I mean, I could cut my force down to 40 supply, I'd still probably beat his army. Because if he goes after my Archmage or Mountain King, I use my Paladin to heal him. If he goes after my Mountain King, my Paladin, I use Divine Shield. There's nothing he can do. I eventually use my Inferno Stone in a couple minutes here, just because there's no reason not to, but it's not like I need it. It's kind of funny. I'll send a steam tank after my expansions here. Kind of a nuisance. There he goes. He does that. Just start repairing it. This is kind of funny. Where would you see towers beat a steam tank? And this tower is holding up a lot better because it has 800 hit points and 3 armor. It's giving it a little bit of a bonus. Here you go. A lot of people, you won't see that. They won't see them do this. I cast Inner Fire before I go into the battle. That way I don't have to have it being casted while I'm in the battle. There's no reason to do that. Here you go. Go after his expansion. Tower placement won't matter in this situation. There he goes. He lost his steam tank to my tower there. There you go. Now there's the expansion. He's trying to get a last few ditch effort, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, no matter what he builds at this point, he can't do damage to my force. Riflemen are a joke. 21 to 36 damage will not beat 48 to 88 damage, even with the armor differences. It still turns out to about even, and I'm doing splash damage. Here you see, he turns all his guys invisible and tries to run them out. That's kind of funny. There he goes. He got an Infernal Stone. There he goes, stunned. There goes that guy, and tries to get his heroes out, but it's not going to matter. I mean, this is like the actions of a very desperate person who is like trying to recover a game that's unrecoverable. Here he goes. He starts building spellcasters. What are spellcasters going to do for him? They're not going to do anything for him. He's going to lose regardless. There goes my Infernal. Infernals are awesome because they do chaos damage. Makes them very good for blowing up buildings. Went after his castle first. Try to slow down any kind of teching he's doing. But he already got his arcanes going. I was just trying to prevent him from building any Griffin Aviaries there. Also in the beta test, real cool combo for blowing up buildings is Blizzard and Flame Strike. People that build their farms kind of like I do, where they build them in packages. Like you'll see me build them over here. It's kind of what I do. Yeah, you can take all those out in about 3-4 or maybe 10 seconds with 2 Blizzards and 2 Flame Strikes. Kill all their farms. But there'll be much more in-depth coverage of the beta real soon. I'll be going over that a lot. Kind of what I feel is real powerful and real useful. I'm not really sure how many of you have the beta. By the way, Blizz is doing another sign-up where you can sign up for the beta test there. There's another 10,000 person sign-up there, so people really want the beta, they have their chance. Best way to get the beta is find as many friends as you can that have Warcraft 3 CDs and get them to sign up for you. People that don't play anymore that aren't interested in it. There you go, this guy's dead, and I hope you enjoy these free-for-alls. Hope this answered some of those people's questions who wanted to know not only what I do, but why I do the things I do, and why the good players do what they do. It's all about priorities. I mean, these are things you can figure out, or you can have someone tell them to you. Either way, I mean, as you get better in the game, they should start to become fairly obvious to you what is the most and biggest threat in the game. And that's what it comes down to. Priorities and what people do first in battles are just threats. They eliminate threats, and that's what you have to do. So have a good day.